Second grade Smarties, and welcome to Fundations Unit 7, Week 2, Day 4. Whew! That's a lot to say. So this week we have been talking about open syllables as well as seeing that letter Y act as a vowel that says long I and long E. So today we are going to be introducing a new word of the day, and we are going to be doing some dry erase practice. So you are going to need your student notebook for this lesson as well as your whiteboard and marker for this lesson. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to get those things. If not, let's go ahead and get into some drill practice. Here we go. A, acorn, A. E, me, E. I, high, I. O, no, O. U, pupil, U. U, flew, oo. Y, cry, I. Y, baby, E. All right, Smarties, and let's go ahead and do some vowel practice with that short vowel sound and that vowel consonant E. So I'm going to get as many of these as I can. All right, what is it telling me? All right, here we go. Oh, that's why. Smarties, I'm losing it. All right, here we go. A, apple, A. A, safe, A. E, ed, E. E, Pete, E. I, itch, I. I, pine, I. O, octopus, ah. O, home, O. U, up, U, mule, U. And U, rule, oo. Remember, when we see that long U in a word, it can say U or oo. Now, the cards that we just did with those long vowel sounds, we hear those long vowel sounds because what is telling the vowel to say its name? That busy, bossy E at the end of a word. We have also talked about syllables that have that vowel consonant E sound. Remember, that vowel consonant E wants to stay together. So whenever we see that vowel consonant E, it stays together as a syllable. So we are going to wrap up this week's unit by introducing a new word of the day. All right, and I am going to build it right here on our magnet board. This is the word duty. Say duty for me. Duty. Let's clap the syllables in duty. Do-tea. How many syllables do you hear in the word duty? 2 syllables. So I'm going to put 2 syllables up here for the word duty. Duty. In the first syllable, we hear do. Now remember this U, if it's a long vowel sound, it can say U or oo. So in this word, that U is saying oo, like flew. And our second syllable is T. T-Y. In our second syllable, what does this Y sound like? Does it sound like a long I or a long E? It sounds like a long E. So this is the word duty. Looking at our syllables, are our syllables opened, closed, or are they vowel consonant E? What do you notice about them? I notice looking at the syllables, our syllables do not have a consonant closing in our vowels. So that tells me that it's open. It also tells me that it's open because our vowels are saying the long vowel sounds. So duty is a 2-syllable word with 2 open syllables. Say duty again for me one more time. Duty. So we are going to put duty in our student notebook. So go ahead and pause your pause this video and get your student notebook open to the page 43. So 4 10s and 3 1s. Or we could say 3 10s and 13 1s. There's your little bit of math and Fundations for you. So we are going to be putting the word duty in our student notebook on page 43. Now, we put words as word of the days in our student notebook because those are vocabulary words. Those are words that we might not know what they mean. So maybe you have heard the word duty before. Maybe you have seen it in a book, or maybe you have heard someone use that word in a sentence. What is a duty? My duty is to help others learn. What is a duty then? I am a teacher. My duty is to help children learn. What do you think the word duty means in that sentence? Duty is another word for job or task. So your duty as a second grade second grade smarty is to have a growth mindset, right? That is your duty. Your duty is to have a growth mindset with your learning. So in your student notebook, you are going to write the word duty, and I'm going to go ahead and separate my syllables in duty just for a little bit of practice. So in duty, I had do, T. That long U is saying oo. And my sentence, remember my vocabulary words. I need to make sure that I'm using that word in the right setting. I want to use that word correctly. So my duty, my job is to help others learn. Notice that I started my sentence with an uppercase letter. I put finger spaces between each of my words. I made sure all my words were spelled correctly, and I ended with punctuation. My duty is to help others learn. Duty. All right, Smarties. So that was our word of the day. Duty was our word of the day. What we are going to do now is we are going to do some dry erase practice. So again, I need you to pause this video, get your whiteboard ready. And Miss Mason asked to pause the video too. And I'm back with my whiteboard. We are going to be on this side of our whiteboard. We are going to be using the syllable boxes to help with some of our words. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to do some sounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the sound. I want you to say it back to me, and then I'm going to ask you to write it. So the first sound I need you to write is the sound all. What is the sound? All. Go ahead and write the sound all. All right, and show me what you wrote for all. A-L-L, ball, all. Very nice. The next glued sound I need you to write is oast. What's the sound? Oast. Go ahead and write. All right, and show me your board. O-S-T, post, oast. Fantastic job, Smarties. And your last sound I need you to write is olt. What's the sound? Olt. Go ahead and write. And show me your boards. O-L-T, colt, olt. Let's read our sounds together. I'm going to point and I want you to say the sound. Here we go. A-L-L, ball, all. O-L-T, colt, olt. O-S-T, post, oast. Kiss your brains. Let's get into some multi-syllable words. So for this next part, we are going to be using our syllable frames. So for this one, we are going to say the word. We're going to clap the syllables. We are going to build the syllables and then put the word together down here. So I will do an example of that. So for example, our word of the day was duty. So what was the word we are spelling? Duty. Let's clap the syllables. Do, duty. Build the syllables. Duty. Duty. And then I'm going to write it down here. How do we spell duty? D-U-T-Y. And I can mark that up too. Do-T. And it has that long U sound. Duty. All right. So we're going to say the word. We're going to clap the syllables, build the syllables, and then put it together on our sentence line. All right. So the first word we are going to build is the word tulip. What's the word? Tulip. Let's clap the syllables in tulip. Tulip. Let's clap it again. Tulip. Go ahead and build your syllables. So your first syllables is tulip. 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 All right. What were the letters in our first syllable? T-U. Remember that U can say oo or u. Tulip. My second syllable was ol-ip. Lip. Tulip. All right. Your next word is the word nasty. What's the word? Nasty. Let's clap the syllables in nasty. Nasty. Let's do that again. Listen really closely. Nasty. All right, go ahead and build your syllables. Your first syllable was nas, nas, na, ooh, nas, ooh, T. What letter is going to say that long E sound? Nasty. All right, and show me your word. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. That Y is saying that long E sound. Nasty. Your next word is dizzy. What's the word? Dizzy. 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 Remember that letter that's saying that long E does not like to be alone as a syllable, so it's going to need a consonant with it. So remember that as you are spelling dizzy. Dizzy, 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 dizzy. All right, dizzy. Remember, we get that extra Z because we have a closed syllable in diz, that short I sound, but that Y does not like to stay by itself as a syllable. So we add that Z to accompany the Y. All right, Smarties, and we are going to do a review word. Now, we are going to be writing a word with a suffix. So I'm going to start with the base word and then add the suffix to the base word. So listen very closely. Are you ready? Let's test our knowledge. Miss Mason can't talk today. Splash, splashed. Let's tap the base word. Elbows up. Splash, splashed. I splashed water on Mr. Mason's face. Splash. What suffix can sound like a t? Let's see. Splash, splashed. All right. Check your work. Let's test our knowledge. It's been a while since we've talked about these suffixes. Dun, da, da, da. Splash, splashed. Remember that suffix ed can sound like id, d, or t. Splash, splashed. And that suffix tells me I did something in the past. All right, Smarties, and we are going to do some trick words. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to say the trick word. You're going to say it back to me. We're going to spell it together with our fingers first. We want to get this word stuck in our brain, and then we write it with our marker. So the first word we are going to spell together is every. What's the trick word? Every. Let's spell it first. E-V-E-R-Y. Keep that in your head and spell it on your board. E-V-E-R-Y. Every. All right, show me your trick word every. E-V-E-R-Y. Every. The next trick word we are going to spell is family. What's the word? Family. Let's spell it first. F-A-M-I-L-Y. Family. Let your mouth be the boss and spell the word on your board. All right, and show me your trick word family. F-A-M-I-L-Y. Family. Family. All right, and we are going to wrap up this lesson by doing a sentence. So go ahead and clean your board off. Pause the video if you don't want to listen to me cleaning my board off, and then we'll come back together. Okay. All right, I hope you enjoyed my intermission song. All right, our sentence that we are going to be spelling is every desk has to be tidy. Every desk had to be tidy. So let's start with the first word. The first word is a trick word, and that's the first word in a sentence. So what does that mean we're going to do with the first letter? Capitalize every. E-V-E-R-Y. Every desk. Every desk had to be. This next word is tricky. Think about it. Tidy. 2 syllables. Tidy. All right. Every desk had to be tidy. I'm going to read that one more time. Every desk had to be tidy. All right, and let's check our sentences. My first word was every. That was our trick word for this week. Every desk. Desk has that blend. Desk had to be tidy. Tidy. Tidy has 2 open syllables. The I is saying its name, and that Y is saying that long E. Check your sentence. Make sure you have it spelled correctly. All right, Smarties, that is it for our Unit 7 Fundations Unit 7 Week 2 Day 4 lesson. Wow, how many times did Miss Mason stumble over her words? That's okay, though, because good learners can do silly, fun things, right? All right, Smarties, I hope that you have an amazing day of learning. Keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things, and I will see you very soon with another lesson. Happy learning.